Hey everybody, I have been doing a lot of studying for the past few days, and pipe down, Duke. Everybody has seen the Mormons come, around the neighborhoods, two young men, and they have the name badges, or the two girls. I have come across two sister missionaries. I always try to be nice to these kids because, they are kids. They're in their, late teens, early 20s, and they're far from home. So I always try to be kind to them, And I was talking to these two girls, and I was shocked that they said they're from Utah, and one is 22 and the other is 20, and they said they have never read Pearl of Great Price. And I said I would be interested in getting that book. Well, they offered me the Book of Mormon, and then they said that they said that they had a book with all three. This is the Book of Mormon, Doctrine and Covenants, and Pearl of Great Price. And I said I would be very interested in seeing this. And they said that they had never read Pearl of Great Price. And I thought, okay, this is the cornerstone of your faith, okay? But you've never read it. Where's your baby, Duke? Oh, you killed the duck, didn't you? Well, find something to do. Anyway, I was reading the official declaration of and the Doctrine and Covenants. And I wanted to share it with you guys because, especially Pearl of Great Price, we will get on into it after I do this. But I talked to two fellow YouTubers and my cousin, and they all said that I really should make a video about this make a series of videos, because this is dangerous. What I have read is so... we're talking extraterrestrials. We are talking really Heaven's Gate type of stuff. This is serious, dangerous stuff. And somebody has got to speak out about it. And most people who aren't bishops or elders in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints have never had access to these books. And this is just, I read Pearl of Great Price. It's not that long, but I read it over the weekend, and I was shocked. Okay, well, I want to read this. This was written from October 6th, 1890. It is talking about President Wilford Woodruff. Now, try to say that 3 times fast. Wilford Woodruff. That'd be hard. Okay, seriously, though. He's talking about the issue, the following manifesto, which was accepted by the church as authoritative and binding on October 6, 1890. This led to the end of the practice of plural marriage in the church. Now remember, Jehovah's Witnesses, we always say that if the tree is rotten, if the roots are rotten, then the whole tree's rotten, the fruit's rotten, okay? A tree with rotten roots is not going to bring forth healthy foliage and fruit. Okay, think about that as you hear this. To whom it may concern, press dispatches have been sent for political purposes from Salt Lake City, which have been widely published to the effect that the Utah Commission, in their recent report to the Secretary of the Interior, allege that plural marriages are still being solemnized and that 40 or more such marriages have been contracted in Utah since last June or during the past year. Also, that in public discourses, the leaders of the church have taught, encouraged, and urged the continuance of the practice of polygamy. Okay. It goes on here. It says, I, therefore, as president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, do hereby in the most solemn manner declare that these charges are false. We are not teaching polygamy or plural marriage, nor permitting any person to enter into its practice, and I deny that either 40 or any other number of plural marriages have during that period been solemnized in our temples or in any other place in the territory. One case has been reported in which the parties alleged that the marriage was performed in the Endowment House in Salt Lake City in the spring of 1889, but I have not been able to learn who performed the ceremony. Whatever was done in that matter was without my knowledge. In consequence of this alleged occurrence, the Endowment House was, by my instructions, taken down without delay. Inasmuch the laws have been enacted by Congress forbidding plural marriages, which laws have been pronounced constitutional by the court of last resort, I hereby declare my intention to submit to those laws and to use my influence in the members of with the members of the church over which I preside to have them do likewise. There is nothing in my teachings to the church or in those of my associates during the time specified which can be reasonably construed to inclinate or encourage polygamy, and when any elder of the church has used language which appears to convey any such teaching, he has been promptly reproved. And I now publicly declare that my advice to the Latter-day Saints is to refrain from contracting any marriage forbidden by the law of the land. Wilford Woodruff, President of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Okay, and then it says here down below, I've got it highlighted here. It is on page 292. It says, President Lorenzo Snow offered the following. I move thus recording Wilford Woodruff as President of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and the only man on earth at the present time who holds the keys of the sealing ordinances. We consider him fully authorized by virtue of his position to issue the manifesto which has been read in our hearing, which is dated September 24th, 1890, and that as a church in general conference assembled, we accepted his declaration concerning plural marriages as authoritative and binding. Salt Lake City, Utah, October 6th, 1890. Okay, I'm going to get on further into this, but I wanted to share this with you because I haven't really looked at the Book of Mormon, but this is really, it appears to me, like when verses are used, it appears to me just to be like a plagiarism of the Bible, peppered in with some really whacked out, crazy stuff. And I just feel in good conscience as a Christian that I have to say something, especially when I read Pearl of Great Price, which I'll get into in a later video. But when I read this, it was like, it took me from Friday evening till less than a day. I read through. Let's see, how far did I get? Because the Pearl of Great Price is only like, this is it. The rest is like index and concordance and stuff. It's mostly books from the book of the Book of Mormon and Doctrine and Covenants. There's not a lot in the Bible to back up this doctrine. Shock. Okay, but I read this and I was using this Bible translation, the Expositor's New Testament, and the New American Standard Bible, and then I was using the NIV to compare some of this lunacy with the true Word of God. Like I said, that speaks volumes to me that most of the references are from the Book of Mormon. They're not from the unadulterated Word of God. That tells you something. At least no, they use the King James Bible when they use it, okay? But at least the Jehovah's Witnesses will write their own Bible and try to use, that's where, like the references and stuff in the Watchtower and the Wake magazines come from. At least it comes from a Bible. Okay. But anyway, I wanted, what? Well, I love you too. I wanted to share that with you guys. And the fundamentalists, the ones that have like 7 wives and stuff, they are not members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They broke off and are now what you call Mormon fundamentalists, like Warren Jeffs and those people in, that wear them long prairie dresses, and the girls wear that stupid looking hair in a bun and poofed up on their head. They look like, Little House on the Prairie. It's like a time warp. Okay, but I wanted to go through this with you guys, and later, probably tomorrow morning, I'm going to get into it. I'm going to do the second ordinance here. Official Declaration 2 is what it says. Okay, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. And I just wanted to run that by you guys so you could learn a little bit about their view of polygamy. I haven't talked to these girls yet. I'm not going to record them secretly talking about this. I have to share it with them, because if they haven't read this, they have to know. And if they reject it, whatever, that's on them. That's between them and God. But I have to bring it to their attention. But like I said, I'm not going to record them. I mean, the only people that record people like that are Nixon and Smurf Girl. So anyway, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm going to look more into this, look up some more references, and I've been taking notes over there, and I really want to delve into this and share this, because this is, I had heard that they believe some really whacked out stuff, and I went with them a few times. My friend Christine, she is a Mormon, and she invited me to church a couple times, and I went with her, and I heard some weird stuff, and some stuff seemed okay because, the Bible was peppered in. But that's how Satan gets you. But anyway, we'll talk more about this tomorrow, and I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Duke! Where you at, Duke? Come, Duke. I hope everybody has a good evening, and me and Duke are going to get ready to go OUT for the last time for the evening. You all have a wonderful night, and I hope that, I'm able to help someone. If it's not a Mormon, maybe it's somebody that knows somebody. But word about this lunacy has got to get out. This has got to get out. I mean, actually, to tell you the truth, when I put this down, I feel the strong urge to wash my hands. I really do. My hands feel dirty just touching this. But anyway, I love you guys. God bless y'all. And have a good evening. Bye-bye.